And here we are again. And here we are again. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, that we are able to congregate together on this day, on this beautiful day that life has given us, that you're able to hear my voice. And I cannot see you or hear you, but I am there in spirit because you can hear me. Okay, let's start from the top. Because if you notice, the last episode I released, I was, como se dice, not doing well. I was not doing well. Whoever that was, like, as in, i.e. me from the past, prayers to her, kudos to her. She's trying her best, and so proud of her. Mama, get it together. Like, why is your voice shaking on something you can edit out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all respect to, like, being real, but we all gotta draw the line somewhere. We don't have to be, like, who cares? And even me from this week doesn't care about, no, I do care about her. But, like, girl, just chill. Welcome back to Let's Talk About That with TNG, with me, your host, TNG. What? That wasn't on purpose. If you can hear me right now, then you can obviously very clearly tell I lost my voice. My voice has been gone for a very, very long time because, I don't know if it was gone by last episode already, but basically one night I was really, really sad. Because, I was missing my ex, as one does, and I cried myself to sleep, and from crying myself to sleep and from being dehydrated, I lost my voice the next morning, and ever since then, it never came back, and it is truly due to so many things. Number one, I don't even eat a healthy diet. Like, I'm supposed to sit here and lie to you? Like, like, did I even have any vegetables for lunch? Oh, wait, no, I had a salad. Wow. Past me looking out for future me. I'm so proud of her. Speaking of which, I should go to the grocery store, but I have no money. This city has sucked the money out like a vampire with blood. It has taken every single penny I have in my back pocket and taken it home. Tough times for, I would say, the Lee Buessel family, but no, it's just me. And that's okay. I've been living, laughing, loving. I haven't been loving. I'm a hater through and through. Have I been laughing? Actually, I have been laughing. Have I been living? I've been living. I've been living, to say the least. I think in the last episode I ended it and I was so heartbroken. I was so heartbroken. I basically, am I about to say this on the internet right now? Oh, who cares? I'm young and I'm free. I'm crazy, but I am free, or whatever that quote says. But my friends saw my ex in public, and it was just a sight that I was not ready to hear about. I really was not. I really was not. And today is Monday, July 6th, which is kind of crazy. Guys, we're in July. We're 6 days into July. Last time I checked, it was like February 2nd. February. I saw this TikTok that was like, two words that are hard for me to say: jewelry and February. And I've always had a hard time with jeweler. Well, is it jewelry or jewelry? Because I think it's jewelry. But then why is there a W? Why would it not be jewelry? And February, now that I'm thinking about, is that also a tricky one for me? Do I also not know how to say February? February. Because it's spelled February. I don't know. But it's crazy how fast the time passes. Like, it is crazy. Like, you blink, time flies when you're having fun. And it kind of does. It kind of does. Like, number one, I tanned by accident this past Sunday because I went to the park and I laid, and it was so fun. It was so fun and cute. And I've just kind of been out. I will say the other day, let me tell you the story. So I decide I want to go to this event, right? Because the event was Mask Oil Wrestling. And if you don't know what that is, it means masculine lesbians oil wrestling. And if you know who I am, then that makes sense. And if you don't, that should tell you a lot about who I am, you know? So I was like, let's go to Mask Oil Wrestling. Let's buy a ticket. I don't want to buy it there because it's going to be more expensive. So I make my friend buy this ticket when I damn well know we don't got money like that right now. Mama, there is no plane. Like, we buy these tickets and then we decide to go to the venue. I look at the line at the venue and I was like, well, surely that's the line for people who don't have tickets. Like, surely. I pull up and I tell the guy, I'm like, oh, I have tickets. And he goes, nope, mama, that is the line. I'm like, oh. What? I get in line for this, and I was in that line for 48 minutes. Can you believe that? I was in a line for 48 minutes. If in Tampa they told me a line was going to take 48 minutes, I would have packed my stuff and gone home immediately. Not a single question's asked. I would have packed all my stuff and gone home. If the line for the club was more than 15 minutes, I would have packed my stuff and gone home. Like, no. So I get in this line. And the people in front of me in the line are like, oh, like, we're not from LA. We're actually from Fullerton. And I was like, oh, shit. And she was like, yeah, we drove like an hour to get here to like watch this. And I was like, damn, is this like a big event? Like, is this like the event? Like, is everybody here? And she was like, well, sorry. And they were like, well, we've never been here. Like, I don't know, but it seemed fun. And I was like, okay, fair. And then the girl behind us in line has orange earrings, right? Like, they're orange slices and they're dangling from her ears. And I'm like, so I decided to start making conversation with her because I believe deeply in my heart that she is a nice and sweet person. And, you know, if she is listening to this, I genuinely still think you do. You did hurt my feelings, and that is okay. You know what I've been thinking about recently, too? I realized this past Sunday, which is yesterday, which is kind of crazy to think of. Time flies, guys. Time flies when you're, like, doing stuff. You blink, and then you're like, wow, the whole day is gone. Like, guys, have you ever practiced living in the moment? Because it's my new thing. I have just discovered living in the moment, and I don't even do it well, but I might start. Anyways, so this girl is like telling us about how she moved to LA from the Bay Area, which i.e. San Francisco and stuff. And she's like, yeah, I studied film and I work in film. And I was like, oh, what do you do? And she was like, oh, I'm a PA. And I go, what is a PA? And she was like, I'm a productions assistant. Okay. Do I look like I know what a PA is? I work in logistics. I drive 25 minutes to get to work. I work here for a Chinese freight forwarding company. Do I look like I know what a PA is? Whatever. And I was like, oh, cool. For what show? And she goes, The Pit. And I was like, oh, and what is that? This woman looked at me. Oh, who cares? I'm never gonna run into her again. Actually, no, this series scares me because I feel like the whole city of LA has 3 lesbians, and I've seen every single one of them every single day. But she's like, oh, The Pit is this like medical show. And then my friend Lucy's like, yeah, like, how have you not heard of The Pit? Like, my sister watches it. And I was like, that too. Nor me nor Lucy watched The Pit. She was like, my sister watches it. And I think that kind of maybe ticked this girl off a little bit, because after that, I feel like the presence and the vibes of the air were not as fun and flirty and cute as they were before I mentioned that I didn't know what The Pit was. Because then she goes, because then we're talking. And my thing is to always go, oh my God, we should be friends. Because that's such an easy way to be friends with people. Like, you go, oh my God, we should be friends. You exchange Instagrams. And if you want to be friends, then you befriend them. And if you don't want to be friends, then you unfollow them and you pretend that never happened. Like a normal human would do. And you know what? I should have known she wasn't a normal human because I'm not a normal human. So clearly I wouldn't attract other normal human people. But I go, we should be friends. She goes, meh. That hurt my soul. It's like she grabbed a chopstick and shoved it right through my eyeball. I was like, huh? And she goes, you guys are too mean for me. She called me mean, guys. I don't think I'm mean. Am I mean? Comment down below if you think I'm mean. No, don't do that, because if you do think I'm mean, I'm going to be hurt. I have a fragile ego, which is kind of crazy to me, because I'm like, I feel like I'm pretty confident, but I don't know what's been happening cooking in my life lately that just like, it's not really like working. But that happened to me on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I went to breakfast with a different friend near Marina del Rey, near like the Venice area, which was such a beautiful area. And she kind of reminded me from she kind of reminds me of some of the people that I grew up with in Honduras, which is very interesting, but it's true. And then after that, I went to Marina del Rey and like sat in a park and just like chilled, which sitting in a park was never something I did in Sitting in a park is never something I did. Sorry, my phone fell. So if you look at the camera, if you look at the video feed of this, you're just gonna see it fall. But sitting in a park was never something I did in Florida because it was so freaking hot, like hot, like you're burning, like you're sweating, like the bees, they're falling down the side of your face, and it's making you want to shower while you're outside, but also want to be outside. So you could only like do that like in the afternoon. But if you were okay with the sweat, then I would go to the beach. But here it's like windy enough to like be outside, and it is so so beautiful. Like people are like, it's gonna get hotter than this, it's gonna get hotter than this. Girl, it will never be Florida hot, and that is something I am grateful for. It is just so humid in Florida, like it's really unbearable. And on Friday I spent about 6 hours at the DMV. That was a hellish procedure. I had to change the registration for my vehicle from Florida to California, which it was about $400 that I was not expecting. I did not think it was going to be $400, and therefore I didn't really plan financially to spend $500 on a Friday. I also had to renew my driver's license, which was $46. So it was $446, and I also had to pay for a smog test because in California you have to pay for the freaking smog tests to pass all the like health and safety compliances, which was $80, which I was also not waiting for. But also I'm kind of looking at me in the reflection. Maybe it's just the light, but wow, my arms are looking good. No, they're not. They're looking the exact same. I don't work out. But it was just a lot of money that I wasn't ready to spend on that Friday. So it kind of set the 4th of July weekend to a weird vibe, if you know what I mean. And then 4th of July night, I met these two girls at Futch the other night at El Cid, and they were like, let's go to Long Beach, to the bars in Long Beach on 4th of July. And I was like, yeah, big slay. So then we decided to go to the bars in Long Beach for 4th of July. And here's the thing. Here is the thing. I don't think I'm a bar girl. I don't understand the point of a bar. It is loud. You're screaming to try to be able to hear each other. The drinks are so expensive for no reason. These girls bought lemon drop martinis and they were like $16. Me and my friend Lucy, who have about 5 cents to our name right now, bought a pack of Cutwaters at the liquor store for $16. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta learn how to Life Max. And the way to Life Max is to buy Cutwaters at the local liquor store. Support small businesses, you know what I mean? And after that, I was like, guys, this is just like, they were like, let's go to like downtown downtown Long Beach or something. And I was like, yeah, like big slay for sure. So we go to downtown Long Beach, and it was very, and you know, for lack of a better word, and shout out, everybody can do whatever they want. I'm not a cop, but hetero. It was giving hetero. It was giving straight. It was giving normies. It was giving, you know what it was giving. And that is just particularly not a lifestyle that I particularly like to partake on. I actually actively avoid that. I try not to surround myself in those circles. Sue me. Don't sue me, please. I have no money. But I was like, guys, I just think we should support queer spaces. Like, you know, me, myself being a lesbian, I would much likely, much more, I would like to be surrounded by other sapphics like myself, or perhaps other homosexuals like myself. Like, it would truly just be a great time. It would be a great time. And they were like, okay. So then we decided to hit up one of the gay clubs, and empty, dead. And you know what? Maybe I should have known because it was 4th of July. But also, never have I thought today is not the day to club. And it's kind of saddening that some people do think that. But every day is the day to club, to go have fun. And I'm not saying like drink and get wasted. No, 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 no. Freshman year of college, I was going to the clubs dead sober. Because I didn't drink till I was 21. So literally dead sober at the club. 2 a.m., I'm still dancing at the club sober. So, if it is possible, I've done it. And that is what I did on 4th of July. And on the 5th of July, wait, no. Yes, no, that is what I did. Wow. Because on the 3rd of July is when I went to the DMV. What a small world we live in. What else has happened? Well, today, the USA got kicked out of the World Cup. So I'm so sorry. My condolences to everybody who was supporting them. Me personally, I was not. But that's just a personal preference. That has nothing to do with anything. And Belgium won, which I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't think they're going to win anyways, so it doesn't really matter to me. And Norway beat, was it Brazil? Was it Brazil? Did Norway beat Brazil? And then Spain beat Portugal? And then Norway and Brazil doesn't sit right with me. And then England beat someone else too. Oh, Mexico. England beat Mexico. Sad day in LA. Sad day to be in LA. LA has such a strong Mexico population, and it was just sad. It was just sad. It really was. And I don't care for England, so why? Why? Also, Mexico hadn't had a goal scored on them, so it was just not the vibe, you know what I mean? But now I guess I'm rooting for Norway, question mark? I don't really know. But also Neymar retired. And Cristiano Ronaldo retired. So it was just a big, the past week has been full of emotions for the soccer community. And not that I am part of them, but it just was. This upcoming week, I think I'm going to emo night. No, goth night. I'm not sure, on Thursday. But that is contingent on the price of the tickets. Because until further notice, I do not have that many pennies to my name. So I have some muffins, I have some vitamin C, and I have some ramen. And that is going to be a beautiful, beautiful breakfast and dinner for tonight. And I really should be taking that vitamin C because we can all hear my voice. What else? What's cooking? I showed my friends videos of Zolita because she had never seen Zolita on YouTube. So I was like, you need to be cultured. So I showed her videos of Zolita, and I showed her a couple Fletcher videos that she had never seen. And I don't know, it's Monday. The vibes are feeling good. I am looking up. This week just feels like it's going to be better. I cried yesterday on Sunday because I was thinking about my community in Tampa and the community that I had. And I thought about how in Tampa, I knew everybody that I wanted to know. There was no one that I was really seeking out. Like, it low key, sue me, had become an echo chamber. And people in echo chambers are happy. And that's what I was. I really was. Like, when you surround yourself with a lot of people who are just like you, it is very easy to be happy. It is very easy to be blissful and be oblivious, which is crazy because I would never have described myself as oblivious when I was in Tampa. Like, I would have never said that about myself. But now that I'm in LA and I am forced to meet new people, to be able to find people that I like, to be able to find people that become that echo chamber, to be able to find people that I hang out with all the time and like I actually enjoy their company, I'm like, wow. I really was in a bubble in Tampa with my friends, and they were such beautiful people, and I had a loving life. And, I was always like, in high school, I was so uncomfortable all the time. I was being this angsty teen, and I was also like, I had such bad anxiety, and like I didn't get along with my parents, and it just all around wasn't kind of what I wanted life to be serving. So in high school, I had a lot of like being uncomfortable is the only way you can grow, which is kind of true, but also I disagree with that statement now. I think you can grow being comfortable. I think it's a different kind of growth. I think it's sometimes, like, think about it, like kids who grew up in loving childhoods with loving families, like they're still gonna grow, and a lot of times they turn out to be some of the best people, and that doesn't mean that because they didn't go through something hard they're not growing. I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I mean. And what I mean is that now that I'm in LA, I have had to meet a lot. And when I say a lot, I'm going to say that and I'm going to accentuate the L. I have had to meet a lot of people that are really annoying and that I don't like hanging out with. But I kind of feel, it's not that I feel like I have no choice. No, I do feel like I have no choice because I want to find my people. I really want to find those people like I did in Tampa where I just like, I could like hit them up and be like, what are you doing? Like, let's hang out. Like, I'm 23, I'm young, I'm free. Like, I was gonna say I have disposable income, but not at the moment. I have literally the world at the palm of my hands. Like I can get to do. Sorry, I keep staring, and this is the most obnoxious thing you're ever gonna hear me say. But the lighting is really making me look like I have a little muscle on my arm right there. So I keep staring at it in the reflection. So if you're watching the video, that must be such an annoying thing. But I also look really hella tan in video. Damn. But I really want to find those people, you know, like I had in Tampa. When I first moved to Tampa, like I had my ex-girlfriend who is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human being, and we clicked instantly. And I'm gonna say something crazy. I kind of wish me and her were still friends. I really do. I really do. I really miss my first ex-girlfriend. She was a really funny person, and I've been thinking about her a lot lately because I think she was a fun person to be around, and I think we had a lot of similarities, and I think I was a horrible, horrible human being to her. I was trash from the dumpster that maybe she should have probably never encountered because she did not deserve a person like me. It's like when really bad things happen to good people. That was me. I was the really bad thing that happened to her. And I just think she's an awesome person, and I wish we could still stay in touch. And I can understand that that's not what's happening. And now I'm in LA, and it's the first time that I'm not in college. Like I, as a big girl, need to put on my big girl pants and invest in friendships and invest in new people to meet and invest in quality time with strangers. Like I need to take time aside from my day to be able to force myself to be in these uncomfortable situations so that I can find that community again and can find the neighborhoods that I like and you know what? A lot of those people are probably going to be transplants because I feel like those are the people that I mostly resonate with right now. Like people who are not from LA and don't know the city and are willing to explore and feel spontaneous and are willing to get out there and be out there and really discover things. And I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm a little bit scared. I'm way less scared than I used to be. And I don't know, I'm seeing my friend Lucy later. She's from Chicago. She makes music, which if you guys haven't heard her music, look her up on Spotify. It's just Lusha. She just released a song called Strings. It's really, really good. She makes indie music. She is so nice and so kind, and she's an amazing human being. And someone asked me if we were dating. We are not dating. That is my best friend right now. She is actually one of the very few, if not the only person I truly, fully 100% rely on in LA. And I can't wait to see where my friendship with her blossoms and where it goes and all the beautiful things that we get to do together. And she's also just starting her career. Like she's an architect. She is so qualified and I'm just excited. I'm excited. I don't know. Wow, guys, I don't know. Like last episode, I wasn't as excited as I am right now. And I'm so proud of myself for being able to be excited now. I feel like I can see clearly. Also, I will say, my last episode was right before my period. So, let's just ignore that. Actually, no, let's acknowledge that. If anything, let's acknowledge the fact that it was right before my period and that's why I was probably acting even crazier. But this time I just finished my period, so I feel completely different. I am not bloated. I'm looking skinty as hell. Yeah. Should I do 75 hard? Like what do I do with this new hope that I've found in life? And watch me next episode be like, guys, life is horrible. Like I just want to move on and but as of right now, todo bien, todo azul, como le decía el agua azul en Honduras y pues sí. Pues sí, maje. Ah, well. Ok, bye. Los amo, los quiero. Los veo en el siguiente episodio, supongo, no sé.